Dippity boppity boo. Hello there. Oh wait, I just remembered. Hold on. I forgot about my special thing. I forgot all about it. I'm supposed to be on the other side too. The special thing being the thing where it's whatchamacallit, it's like pushed over so that it's dropped. Actually, I probably need to click on, nope, not that one. What a great start. It's fine, it's all fine, we're good. Yeah, so you see how it's like that. I want to fix that. Does that look right? I think that looks right. Yeah. Alright, I got it. See, doesn't that look a little better? And then I can, of course, get myself in here a little bit more. Because why not? Why not get me more in shot? I have been thinking about maybe making myself a layout. Because right now I don't really have much of a layout. It's a very minimalistic one with just the pink and blue around the edge. If you go slightly higher, it's actually a like window. But yeah, I'm thinking I might add more of one. Don't want to go crazy, but I'm thinking I might. Anyways, time to play game. Now that my assignment to stop the execution had ended in such an unsatisfactory way, I decided to go see Lynn at the Justice Minister's office. Yes. Detective Jowd's story about this other murder weighs on me heavily. Should I tell Lynn about it? I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. Ah. I might even be able to look up. There you go. This time, Lynn isn't dead, but the atmosphere makes me think it might be too soon to count my blessings just yet. What did you do, Lynn? What did you do? I'm glad Lynn isn't dead. Well, what in the world is she doing? Then again, do I really want to know? I don't know. Quite the room. Oh. Lynn, what have you done? What have you done? Ah! What kind of greeting is that? I mean, I know I'm a ghost and everything, but... Well, and how did it go? Was Detective Jowd still alive? He'd already been executed by the time I got there. I did manage to save him, but... You did? Oh, I'm so glad. Wait a minute, did you just say but? Told Lynn about the adventure at the prison, about the other murder, though. I couldn't bring myself to tell her. Oh. Inspector Cabanella arrested Jowd? I can't believe it! Believe it. I had to. Yeah, I feel the same way. Can't believe that wherever I go, somebody is always dead. Either you or somebody else. Sorry about that. So who is that lying on the floor there? Oh, you noticed him, did you? That's the Justice Minister. The man who signed the order to carry out Detective Jowd's execution. He was already dead when I got here. Shouldn't you have called for help in that case? I guess so. But I'm wanted, remember? For murder? I was hoping he could save him without me getting caught. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's find out how he died. Hey, can you hear me? Apparently not. It's a very convenient thing for the souls not being able to hear me on their like first death or whatever generally. So they can just decide who they want to have in contact with me and who they don't want to, you know? Very convenient for the story, huh? Yee. He's dead, but he still seems to be unconscious. Did you rescue him? No? Well, he's still unconscious? Instead of talking to him, I bet it'd be faster to just see for yourself what really happened. Yeah, I bet you're right. Back we go then to 4 minutes before his death. I'm gonna move my mic. Hopefully that didn't make a noise. I could have muted it, but it would take extra time. And I was like, no. Okay. Minister's office, 4 minutes before death. He's got quite the hairdo, huh? Emma! Oh. We know who this is. Oh, excuse me, he says. Okay. What? All right. I'll do as you say. This is terrible. What's terrible? What happened? Dot, dot, dot. Yes, I know you guys need me to read that for you. Why doesn't she answer? Ah! Okay, he is going heckin' crazy. Poor man. Because we know why he's kind of doing this. It was in episode 1, I believe. I'm pretty sure it was episode 1. Did he just have a heart attack? Oh, well, that's not helpful. Medicine. Oh. So he has a heart condition that he had some medicine for, but he literally just smacked it across the room. Also, if you were... Okay, so he spilled the water too. There's not too many medicines that you can take that, like, you're having that big of a problem. That wouldn't... What? Such a foolish man. Oh, you woke up? He's a contradiction. Contradiction? The more we search for the truth, the further into a dilemma we fall. The world of men is seeping in contradictions. If we choose this, we can't have that. If a man tries to have his medicine bottle and water pitcher too, he loses both. What? I don't know. To me, it looks like you could have had both of those things just now. He didn't know the truth about the world. That's why he died. Such a foolish man. Sure. Or maybe I should say a pathetic man. That's the more fitting word. I don't think this guy gets it yet. That the foolish and pathetic man is him. Is that what they call a contradiction? By the way, what's your name? Just call me a seeker of truth. Oh my gosh. Sidestepped that one, didn't he? Oh, hey, Matt. How you doing? Welcome, stream. Okay. So how exactly are we going to save this guy? No need to think too hard about this one. All I have to do is get his medicine to him. Pretty simple. There's one more thing that concerns me. What was that telephone call the Justice Minister got all about? This is the Justice Minister. That's this guy. It was right after that his health took an instant downturn. Tisk, I've never seen such a foolish, pathetic, and strange man. I think you better stop there. Okay. So, we'll hop over to the phone to see what's up with the phone call. Emma, and then he says, oh, excuse me. Forgive me for calling so late, Mr. Minister. Who is this? How did you get this number? We have your daughter. Who is this? Emily's tutor? Would a tutor call you at this hour? No. I'll say it one more time. We have your daughter. What? My daughter, is she alright? Tell me she's alright. Hear for yourself. Papa, help. I'm gonna be killed. Oh no. What do you want? What are your demands? I believe we already made our demands known the other day. So it was you. And have you complied? Has the execution been carried out? I didn't do it because of your demand. I did it because that's my job. Yes, of course. They should be contacting me any minute now with the confirmation. There's no need for this kidnapping. We're very thorough. You do well to remember that. And of course, it goes without saying, we're watching you. If this information leaves that room, you'll never see your daughter again. I trust you understand that. Don't tell the police, is that it? Exactly. All you have to do is your job. Alright, I'll do as you say. I'll make sure the execution is carried out tonight. You have my word. Well, there we go, I guess. We can go there? I mean, of course we can go there, but like, come to think of it. Like, I didn't even think to go there, but yeah, alright, let's go there. Let's see what's going on over there. Why not? It was recording, wasn't it? I kind of figured. And now we got the number. Apparently, the police in this country aren't so easily fooled. I had no idea word of tonight's deal had leaked. Papa, help! I'm gonna be killed! I hate you, Mama! Luckily, I managed to arrange it so that the Justice Minister could hear her voice. But what's taking the goods so long to arrive? I'm starting to get concerned. Oh wow, there's a lot of... Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, but I can't actually reach any of it. Alright, are you gonna move, or are you just gonna stay here the whole time? Uh-oh. This woman doesn't show any signs of moving from that spot. Yeah, that's what I figured. And I can't use the telephone line either. It looks like I fell into a trap. All women are like traps. Some are the sweet traps. Some are sweet traps, others are bitter. Don't you understand that? Okay. Anyway, I think I'd better rethink things here. Yeah, we'll just rewind back from the beginning. Oh dear. Well, that was something. So we can hop over to the phone again. Can we skip through this any faster than it normally plays out? Is holding space? I mean, it's reasonable fast if you hold down space. Does holding down left click work about the same? I don't know. Oh, holding down left click has a fast forward feature. Whee! Hey Haku, how you doing? Welcome stream. Okay. This is terrible. A kidnapping, eh? Once again, I'm not sure I know what the word means. Okay. Because he's lost his memory, by the way. Just as a reminder. But it's apparently the cause of the minister's attack. Such a useless man. Huh? A useless man caught up in a useless case. Why doesn't he understand that? Anyway, we only have 4 minutes here. I'd better do something about that medicine. Alright, let's see how we can save him. You're just chilling. Just chilling. Fair enough. Medicine stops the minister's heart attack. Eh. If I could, I'd spill them onto his desk right now. But unfortunately, I can't even open the cap. What a shabby excuse for a man. Huh? He wears his important-looking uniform and sits working at his stately desk. But what does he have inside? Nothing. A miserable, shabby excuse for a man. I think you've already said quite enough. He doesn't even realize it's him. So who else are you calling here? I'll wait for just a second to see. Hey, oh, how's it going, Claus? Maybe if I flap the flag. Can I reach that? No, I cannot. What do I need to do to make this work? Uh-oh. This... I guess I'll sit on the medicine bottle because he's gonna knock it far away here in a second. Don't worry, guys. He's just freaking out and then has a heart attack. It's fine. To be fair, his daughter was just kidnapped, so, you know. Uh-oh, here it comes. His worry and anxiety have reached their peak. Such a disgraceful man, huh? If one lives his life in fits, he's bound to be plagued by fits. It's so simple. Why doesn't he understand? There wasn't a chance to rescue him before now. It's not over yet, though. I can't give up now. Maybe Wolfgang, I don't know. What if I raise the arm? Okay, now it's saluting. Okay. I can turn this. I can rock that. Oh, what does this one do? I can swing this. Okay, alright, I see. Okay. What's that up there? I can undo this. Let's try to turn this. And then make this rock. No, that doesn't seem like it did it for us. Yeah, so it's definitely going to be I have to swing this sword around to hit that to knock it back over. And maybe I shouldn't have rotated this. We'll restart from the beginning then. See if we can get that to work, because clearly we didn't have enough time after well, we had enough time, I just made a mistake. It's what I'm there we go. Where was the fast forward? It was just, I held down left click and that seemed to fast forward pretty well. Oh, there we go. Boop. Okay. Raise this arm. Don't turn it, but just rock this. Does that drop it onto... Yeah, okay. That's what I was hoping would happen. Rotate. No, come on, it was so close. It was so close. Can't seem to reach that, so... What do I do here? What do you mean it doesn't reach? Does this do anything for us? Like, we just dropped it down slightly, like... Ah! You gotta go? Okay, Wolfgang, take care, be good. Oh, we can get over here. Okay. So if I jump over here, then what? We've got a globe up there. Is this sword longer? Yeah, that sword was longer. Huh. Alright, back from the beginning. You gotta go, Haku? Okay, take care, be good. See you later, guys. Yeah, this game isn't everybody's cup of tea. That's okay, though. I still think it's really fun, and I like the storyline, so I'm gonna keep playing it. boop. All right, so lift this. I'm gonna try. Actually, hold on. Let's lower this back down. Actually, hold on, stop. The countdown is terrifying. All right, hit this. Jump over here like that. Raise the arm up. What happens when I rotate this one? There we go. All right. And then rotate this. You rotated the wrong way. No, stop. No, stop. I wanted to see what happened. No. I don't have enough time to mess about. I have to do a specific series of things to make it all work. Not much time there. Such unparalleled cowardice this man has. Before I get the medicine to him, I think I have to buy some time first. Oh, we have to buy some time first by getting him the water. Ah, thanks for the hint, game. Not far enough. But how do I prevent the water from spilling? If only we could at least drink... If only he could at least drink some of this water. Too bad he knocks this pitcher to the floor at the end of his 4 minutes. Such a stupid man. Once water is spilled, there's no getting it back. And knowing this full well, why do people still spill water pitchers? I don't know. Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it? Question mark? So the most I can do is kind of flap this flag. I can't really reach anything else, so... I guess we flap the flag? Or what do these documents do? Nothing. Alright. Just gotta hope flapping the flag actually does something for us here. How am I gonna get back over there? Yeah. I didn't mean to click on that. There's no real good way for me to stop that from happening, is there? Alright, so what do I do then? I gotta think. You think. I think it is something to do with over here. I think I'll try to drop this on the ground. I think that's what I'm gonna attempt to do. So, should I do this side first and then that side? Maybe? I guess we'll try that. Alright. Raise arm. Pop, pop, pop. Close that. Or not close, but drop that. Lower arm. Oh, wait. Is this like a... Boop, boop. Hold on. Jump over there first. Drop this. And then... Is there anything to do with that? No? So it spins off the exact opposite direction of what you would think. I have to rotate it. Alright. We gotta rotate it first. I can do that. I just need to know that that's what I need to do. But now I know. I'm really glad that they don't like have it starting all the way back. They are giving you some time here, or they're cutting out some time. Very nice of them. Okay. So let's first try rotating the thing and see what happens then. Rotate this. Now do that. What good did that do? It's on the floor. Wait, this can roll more? Okay, so that can roll more. So maybe what I need to do is drop this down after dropping that. So like undo this side, then drop this, then undo this side so it falls down and makes a ramp, and then I drop the globe on it to roll down. I don't know if that'll really push it far enough, but there's a chance. So let's see if that works. First I have to go up. Undo this side. Go back down. Go over. Raise this arm. Rotate, then spin. Then spin. Then undo this. Then roll the ball. Oh. Okay, so that actually made like a little launcher off of the... Like it made like a seesaw sort of thing. So if that's the case, we actually have to get the medicine onto it then. And then we've got this one too. So if we've... There's also the fan up there. I wonder if the fan plays a role. I don't know. No, wait, hold on. Stop. Trying to think. So, problem is that this one is not a big enough swing to actually hit that as well. So we can't just drop that on there and then have that work. We also have this one, which can fall down. Does it break when it falls down, though? I can't remember now. Is it broken? No, it's not broken. Okay. Oh, jeez. Wait, do I need to, like... Oh, no. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to rewind. This one's crazy. This one's got a lot going on that you have to mess with. That doesn't make it reach either. Can't use the phone lines right now. What a befitting room for this man, huh? It looks stately, but it's filled with nothing but useless trash. When in the past, I can only use the line when the phone is being used to make a call. Yes, yes. We do know, but I'm still trying to figure out how exactly I'm supposed to get myself more time here. So they mentioned we need to buy ourselves some time. And that doesn't help us reach up there. I haven't figured out how exactly... So, wait, hold on. I have a thought process. It's, oh my goodness, it requires so many steps if this is what it is. But let's see here. So, basically I gotta do the same thing I did before that caused the little, like, seesaw flipping action, but I just need to add a couple of steps to that, which seems like a big ask considering how close we are to losing already. But yeah, we gotta drop this one first. So I need to be like ready as soon as this gets over there. Okay. Lift up. Stop it. Rotate. Do that. Nope, that was the wrong thing. Yeah, there's not enough time. There's not enough time to do all of this. Yeah, he dies before we have time. Hold on. Let's see if it'll give us another hint on how we're supposed to get more time. Because I gotta do something to stop him from dying here. To save the minister, I have to get him his medicine. But as things are, there's just not enough time. I have to think. I think I have to buy some time first, yes. I got that part, but how? How do I buy time? Am I writing these documents off too soon? Is there actually a use case for them, potentially? So there goes the medicine. The phone is dangling off the hook. He's going for the water. It falls. He's looking around for anything. And then he dead. So the flag doesn't do anything, and I can't get to the fan. So it has to be something over here that saves him some time. Or not saves him some time, but like helps him survive for a little bit. So somehow we have to... What do we get him, a fruit? I guess raise this. No, don't rotate that. Yes, there's nothing we can really do with that. And dropping this down doesn't seem to cause anything to happen either. This one's tricky. I'm having trouble with this one. Sure, did not add enough flavoring to that drink. Blah. We got like a blue raspberry flavoring, and he did not add enough to the water to make it taste like blue raspberry soda. Tastes like blue raspberry seltzer, maybe. I want more sugar. I bought the full sugar. I want the full sugar. Oh dear. So yeah, we can drop that on the floor, but it doesn't feel like it does anything for us to do that. I'm having trouble. I really am. I'm considering looking up how to save some time, because I feel like this might be a case of it's something simple that I'm missing. And I don't want to spend, you know, half an hour figuring out what I'm missing. So what is this? No, not Prime Minister. Justice Minister. Ghost Trick. So I'm just gonna look it up, and I'm gonna find the initial start to it. Really? Okay, so yeah, it was something I thought I had tried. So I'm definitely glad that I looked at it, because I probably wouldn't have tried again for a while. It's exactly what you think. It's exactly what I thought I tried, too. Heck, man. Okay. So now he goes for the water. And we prevented it from slipping. Now we can get up to the flag, or to the fan. There we go. He got some water. There, that should help. At least now he's had some water. He's still breathing, apparently. But he looks far from recovered, unfortunately. Such a wishy-washy man. Huh? He can't make up his mind whether to live or die. That's how he lives his life. Okay. At least now I bought some time to get his medicine to him. There we go. So yeah, I thought I tried that. I guess I just didn't do it at the correct time. Ah, and here we go. This is how we're supposed to get ourselves over there. There we go. All right, and I think I've mostly... Okay, time for the next step. Now, about this medicine bottle. If the minister is going to make a full recovery, I have to deliver this thing to him. But how is a ghost with no hands or feet supposed to do that? I guess I'll just have to use my head instead. Yeah. So, I think I've figured this one out for the most part. In all those times I had to do all the craziness. So I'm gonna undo that. This is gonna rock that, which would throw it onto the thing. So I wanna switch that around. Knock that one over. There we go. Gee. That was really loud. That urn is a lot heavier than it looks. It's made out of some pretty thick iron. I wouldn't want to drop that on my foot. I don't have feet, so I guess I don't have to worry. Okay, Brooke. Okay. So... now this one... I do need to rotate this. And then drop this as well. So now that urn is down there too. What do I have to say about that? That urn is pretty light. Once an urn is dropped, there's no getting it back. I guess I'd better think carefully about about what I drop and when. Okay. And if I drop this on top of both of them, now it's clearly not usable for what I thought it would be useful for. Okay. So after fate change, we're gonna go back. Apologies for all the flashing lights. This game was made for DS originally, from my understanding. So they didn't think about how much flashing there was. Nowadays, it's like, this is a little bit much on the flashing. Especially with how quick you have to be and such. So I have to drop these urns in an order. I've got an idea. So first I'm gonna rotate this, and then I'm gonna undo that. But I'm not gonna drop the fruit / use the fruit to drop the urn. I'm not gonna do that quite yet. Well, I'll come back to it. I'm gonna slide over, grab this arm, go up. Not yet. Rotate this one. Knock over that small urn. Drop this on top. Drop this on top. Go over. Lift this up. We need to rock this. There we go. All right, cool. I've got it. Bonk. Ridiculous. My medicine. Ah! Oh, please don't just... This man's gonna die from a different reason. Don't down an entire bottle of medicine, kids. That's not the recommended dose. Anyways, there. The minister has finally had his medicine. I think maybe he even took too much medicine. Such a greedy man. Huh? He's supposed to take 2 capsules with water. Why doesn't he know that? Aw, cut the guy some slack. There, see? Instantly recovered, apparently. Nice. Ooh, that was a lot of work. Well, hopefully this taught him a lesson. Huh? He greatly underestimated his dependence on his medicine. I hope he learned something from this experience. First, know yourself. That is the key to everything. I think you need to listen to your own advice. Anyway, let's go back to the world of the present. All right. And so, the Justice Minister is now back to life. But the furrows on his brow are even deeper now. And apparently, our lady detective in the present is the cause of some of those furrows. Heck. Look, detective. He was sentenced after a fair trial. The man himself wants to be executed. But there's no evidence. All they had was his own confession. But it was no ordinary confession. It was the confession of an esteemed detective. Stay back! I told you, I don't want anybody coming near me. Mr. Minister, please listen to me. I might be able to gather some new evidence in that case tonight. What? So please just give me a little more time. I just got a call from the prison. Your death row convict apparently just escaped. Unfortunately, after all this time, it seems he now wants to dodge his punishment. But when he's apprehended, his sentence will be carried out. Tonight. No. Well, when the sentence was handed down, you were against enforcing the death penalty. So why did you sign the order all of a sudden? Well, I was simply performing my duty as Justice Minister. That's all there is to it. Here we are. Lynn looks like she's about to rip into the Justice Minister. I think she's forgotten all about me. I think I'll send her a little signal. Whee! Cecil, there you are! It sounded like the minister is being very stubborn. That's right, he is. Maybe we shouldn't have saved him after all. I'm surprised she remembers that, but alright. Minister has to have the execution carried out tonight, and he has a very good reason for it. A good reason? I told Lynn about what I learned about the kidnapping. Kidnapping? They kidnapped the Justice Minister's daughter? Apparently. Oh my goodness. Walks 2 feet away. But still. There's still no reason to hurry forward with the execution. Why don't you go ahead and say that to the Justice Minister then? The poor man. I hate to do that to him. Oh, by the way, do you think you could carry me? Alright, sure. Very handy, isn't it, having no legs? Not very handy, is it, having no legs? There we go. How are you going to carry me? Are you going to carry the sword? That looks like you're going to attack the Justice Minister with a sword. Are you sure about that? Are you sure you want to be doing that? What are you going to do with that globe? Crack me on the head with it? Oh, this? Pay no attention to this. It's kind of hard not to pay attention to it. By the way, and please pardon me if this is a silly question, were you talking to somebody just now? But of course not, right? I mean, there's no such thing as ghosts, right? Are you talking about me? Ah! No, there's no such thing. This is a dream. It's nothing but a dream. Wow. Don't you remember me? My dream is talking to me. So now I'm a dream, huh? Mr. Minister, we know about your daughter. She was kidnapped, wasn't she? What? And if the execution doesn't take place tonight, you won't see her again. Nerd! Your medicine! Oh, okay then. Oh, what am I going to do? The death row prisoner has escaped if he isn't executed tonight. My daughter, my Amelie. What if that execution isn't the right thing to do? Yeah. Come on, Lynn. If you keep pressing him like that, he's gonna die again. What can I do then? Isn't somebody supposedly watching as well, like for the bad guys? We have to do something about that kidnapping. Until we do that, it will be impossible to get the minister on our side. That's the way I see it. I think I'll start by gathering info on the kidnapping. In the only way I know how. Through the phone lines. Also, we can talk to him. We meet again, Mr. Minister. What? I've never seen you before. In any case, I'm a very busy man. If you're a dream, please don't bother me when I'm awake. I'm not a dream. Looks like it's just a waste of time trying to talk to this guy. Think you're right, stubborn Justice Minister. Please stop speaking ill of me inside my own head. Poor guy. I did just kind of want to see what dialogue there was to be had there. So we did get a new random phone number here. Let's see where that takes us. Well, we know where it's going to take us, but let's see what's there for us to find. I really should pay the kidnapper's hideout a visit. After all, if we want the Justice Minister to come around, we have to solve this problem first. Yee. I feel like I'm slowly moving away from my own mystery, but I'm not the kind of guy who can abandon a little lady in trouble, so I guess I'm in this for a little while longer. I'm just dancing. Chapter 10 cleared. Save your place and time? Yeah. Continue playing? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that one took like an hour. Goodness. Alright. I gotta speed this up if I can. Get better at puzzles. Justice Minister's daughter has been abducted. The kidnappers demand the execution of the death row prisoner, Joud, to be carried out tonight. Lynn says the execution is a mistake, and I believe her. And so, I'm paying the kidnappers' hideout a visit to see what I can find out about the abduction. Oh. What took you so long? Your instinct was right, Beauty, my dear. They had that restaurant surrounded. It took me forever to shake them, and now my poor bike is ready for the scrap heap. And I'm guessing the kidnapped girl is inside the giant trunk. Also, I'll comment on the room in a second here. Next time, maybe you should make it a tricycle so you don't hurt yourself. Ouch, that hurts, Beauty. That's okay, that's what I love about you. Okay, then. Be a little more gentle with our valuable hostage, please. Yes, yes, always keep a smile on the lady's face, right, my dear? There, see that, Beauty? Now there's a smile blooming on your face, too, my dear. What? Yes. Weary smile. I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You're on guard duty. Alright, I'll dream of you until you return. Why don't you open the trunk for our guest? Well, Beauty, I was just taking a little breather. Okay. So, it looks like the trap from, the junkyard is here. The one that killed Lynn earlier. Alright, Lily, let me open that trunk for you. Oh, he just passed out. Looks like the Justice Minister's daughter really has been kidnapped. And something else is bothering me too. I don't think I've ever seen this room before, but something about it is giving me a strange sense of deja vu. I've seen something like this before. Taking something precious to manipulate others, so that's what kidnapping is. Sure. Dirty tricks. The dirty tricks those without the powers of the dead come up with. However, if I take that precious thing back, their power vanishes, doesn't it? Yeah. Now then, time to see about the Justice Minister's little girl is doing. Before this guy wakes up from his dream of beauty. Okay. Candle. Oh, we can make it burn brighter. We make the decorations swing. We can open the door. Make it burn brighter. That should potentially... Yeah. That kind of gives me a path, right? There we go. Beautiful. All right. We can lower this. Jumping poltergeist 444 trick. Oh, okay. Darn. I can't reach my destination from here. There's a doll here. I can rock this. Alright. What does this do? This is one of those things you light with fire, isn't it? As long as there's light in the room, is something like this really necessary? What if something can be lit? Kind of makes me want to light it. I need another core to reach the trunk and open it. I wonder if I can create a new core. Create a new core? How would you create a new core? Do we have to transfer fire over to it? Okay, we can jump over there. Make this spin faster. Which moves that ball. Okay. Oh, there we go. Uh-huh. Boop. Okay, that's closer to where we want it. We can hop over here. Lower this down. You can make this spin. I could see how this would be fun though, as a toy or whatever. It's pretty cool. I think I've seen it before actually. You can use the party popper. There's a cake box. Hello. Whoa. Just my imagination. What does he have to say about this? Just my imagination? That's all he has to say? If he was any more laid back, he'd fall right off that crate. But look at that streamer go spinning around and around. Now, how can I make use of that? I think maybe if we go and do this, that might snag it. No? Okay, let's pop the other one then. We got another one here that can pop. Just my imagination. Okay. Just my imagination? That's all he has to say? What an amazingly simple fellow. This room, on the other hand, it's starting to look amazingly festive. The question is, how can I use it to my advantage? What if we go over here, hop back onto the fan, a little bit more. Thank you. And what if we speed up the fan? What does that do for us here now? Yeah, not really helping. We can make this burn brighter, which has lit that on fire, which has lit that on fire. Did the bit of fire just go flying off of it? Is that what I just saw? Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Oop, oop. Okay. So now what do I do with this fire over here, though? It's your boy Doggo. What a great name, too. Okay, so yeah, that fire just like went flying off and it's gone now. Oh, maybe we need to do something with these streamers now. No, none of these can be interacted with. Okay. I can't pop these again. Yeah, okay. Just making sure. Okay. Can make this spin. Just gonna... Ah! That makes sense. Oh, hey, there we go. Now that's lit. Now that's gonna light that rope, which drops that there. And now there's a node I can jump over to get over there. There we go. All right. Open the trunk. What? What's going on here? This little lady is... Yeah, that's not the minister's daughter. This little lady... Is this little lady really a daughter of the justice minister? No. Just my imagination. Yeah, sure. Okay. What's the fun book and juice? Like I said, always keep a smile on a lady's face. I wanted to treat our guest well. How about treating me well? I'd like some bread and milk, please. Okay then. At your service, my dear. Be back in a flash. Hey, mister. This cute little lady? More juice, perhaps? All you have to do is ask. Have I been kidnapped? Is spying? Don't cry, little dear. There's nothing to be afraid of. The surroundings are miserable and filthy, I know, but we just asked for a little patience. Don't say those awful things about this house. This house is where I used to live. What? I apologize, little lady. I'm the one who's miserable and filthy. Forgive me. What's the meaning of this, beauty? Why here, at this girl's old house? Don't ask me. I was the other party in our deal. Oh, it was the other party in our deal who chose this location. Oh, I see. It's been empty for 5 years, and apparently nobody ever comes here. But never mind that. What about my bread and milk? Oh, of course. Now you be a good girl while I'm gone. Oh, I thought he was going to say more, but that was it. Okay. You just read your book and drink your juice. I want to go home. Not quite yet. This dilapidated place was Camilla's old house? What's going on here? What's going on here? Oh, what in the world? Why does the little lady have a core of the dead? When I helped her out at Lynn's apartment, she didn't have one. So that must mean she must have died sometime after that. And it also means somebody else must have saved her. I better ask her what happened. We could also examine the book instead. Let's see what she's reading. A book. I wonder what the little lady is reading tonight. Exciting adventure story, maybe? Though she's already getting quite a bit of excitement for one day. Oh, so they're not going to tell us what book she's reading. Who's there? Oh, wait a minute. Is that you, Missile? Missile? I'm sorry, I'm not Missile. My name's Cecil. Cecil? My name's Camilla. Camilla. So it is her. I knew it. What happened to me? What is this place? I can hardly tell the poor little lady that this is the land of the dead. The land of the dead? Does that mean I'm dead? Darn, I forgot there are no secrets in the ghost world. You can relax, you're not dead. But this isn't the first time you've been here, apparently. Really? I don't remember. Wait a minute. Maybe I do remember. Sort of. You do? Looks like she doesn't remember being saved very well. So there's some other dead person out there with special powers, eh? Anyway, I don't want to press her. She doesn't remember dying. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about something else? Sure, go ahead, sissy. Sissy, yeah? Kidnapping. Lynn asked me to do something for her tonight. I know about that part. She asked you to go to the chicken kitchen on the dead-end drive, right? Yeah, but I never got there. Now I wish I could say I'm sorry to her. Never should have gone through that park. What park? Temseek, I guess? Park? It's a shortcut to Dead End Drive. Is that where the kidnappers grabbed you? Yeah, Lynn always said, I don't like that park. Scary things happen there. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna... Temsick? Temsick Park. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it Temsick. Temsick Park. What am I gonna do? Lynn's gonna be mad. She is? How come? Because I left it there. The music box. In the park. That's right, the music box. Music box. That music box was hidden in the apartment. I finally found it with a little bit of luck and courage. Guess where it was? I don't know where. I'll pretend I don't know. You know? You don't have to humor me. Oops. So what happened to the music box? I hid it in the bushes at the park. Just before it happened. Just before? Oh, just before you were kidnapped, huh? I don't want the bad man to take it, so I hid it. I bet it's still there in the park. You did well. So the music box is in the park. I'd better let Lynn know. About Camilla. This is your old house? Yep, this is where we lived until 5 years ago. But now I live with Lynn and Missile. Lynn is like a big sister to you, isn't she? Yep, she's a detective, you know. She's a hero. She is, huh? By the way, about your father. Is he the Justice Minister? My father is... gone. Gone? Maybe he passed away. No, that's not it. My dad... he's going to die, and it's all because of me. What? What do you mean, because of you? Why would you say that? It's because it's called an execution. My dad is a detective. No way, don't tell me your father is Detective Jowd. That's right. What in the world? 5 years ago, something really bad happened. Like a scary dream, but it wasn't a dream. 5 years ago. That murder case? Oh. Incident 5 years ago. It was Mom's birthday that day. My mom and dad were working and I was home by myself. And then I had an idea. I was going to surprise my mom. I set up that contraption. I'm home, Camilla. Why is it dark? I played Happy Birthday. What? Mom! What was that noise? Oh. I still can't believe it happened. It wasn't supposed to work like that. I know that contraption. And I know how it was supposed to work. Party poppers and a cake. A birthday message. So why did it flip around and why was the gun loaded? Both important questions. My dad told me not to tell anybody. Just leave it to me, he said. My dad wanted to be executed. He asked them for it. But I wanted to tell everybody it was my fault. My dad said what I saw was a bad dream. He told me to forget it. This is also unbelievably tragic. Yee. I can't believe it. This little lady is Detective Jowd's daughter. Just can't tell her. I can't tell her why she was kidnapped. Why was I kidnapped? I want to know. Whoops. There are no secrets in the ghost world. Maybe we better stop talking. It's too dangerous. Sissy, you're not going to talk to me anymore? I think we'd better get you out of here first. We can talk more after that. Okay, but I'm gonna rescue you now. You just hold on a little longer, alright? Okay, we'll talk later, right? Don't forget, you promise. Okay. What took you so long? I traveled the entire town in search of the finest bread and milk for you, my dear. But it's late, and all the shops are closed. We're leaving this place right now. What? But he's not here yet. If we're going to meet at the restaurant, weren't we supposed to meet here? Yes, and he's the one who chose this location. I don't like this one bit. We have to run around doing all this extra work all for the sake of his deal. Be quiet. It can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. I told you my sixth sense is very strong. Alright, as you wish, beauty. I feel it. I sense something here in this room. Back to drinking the juice. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? Is she talking to me? I can sense your presence, you know. The next time I sense you, this child will die. Remember that. Wow. Alright, we're leaving. Wow. Pardon me, Lily. No, her book. Her book. No, you forgot her book. Also, the juice is gonna get everywhere. Oh no. All of a sudden, I'm left behind alone. Alone in the room that stole that little lady's smile away 5 years ago. The little lady is gone now, leaving me with only a few new facts. A few very heavy, very sad facts. Does Lynn know about all this? Probably. One other thing stands out in my mind. I can sense your presence. The sum of that kidnapper's final words. Do those two know? Do the kidnappers know about the powers of the dead? Maybe. Oh. So the first one took me an hour. This one took me like 20 minutes. Maybe 25 minutes, so... Okay. On to chapter 12. Looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. Hello, Opposite Hall. Welcome to stream. The girl in the trunk was Detective Jowd's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. Oh no. I told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping, that it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted, that the kidnappers had been holed up in Camilla's old house and that they sensed my presence and were already gone. But Camilla, why did they have Camilla? Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister. I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. It looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. The poor girl, kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. Just too much. Cruel twist of fate, I agree. And there are those other twists too, like the kidnappers winding up and using Camilla's old house as their hideout. There's no way it could be just a coincidence. And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. I just don't understand any of it. So Opposite Hall, real quick, since we are like 2/3 through this game and it's very story driven, I'll just give you a little bit of a heads up as to what's going on. We're dead. We're trying to figure out why we were killed. We have powers of the dead, which just lets us like manipulate stuff. And we can travel back 4 minutes before someone dies to like possibly prevent their death. And then there's a whole like crazy story going on as we're trying to figure things out. So it's pretty fun though. Told you before, Detective, I want you to stand back. Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister. It wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying. Ah! How can I believe in you? I'm a realist. Please. You don't believe what we say. See for yourself. Just call home, man. I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer. She won't. It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing? But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal? It doesn't prove it. And I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make if it's not my own daughter? Woo-wee! That's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. Is it? It's Cabanella. Miss me, baby? Inspector Cabanella. Oh my goodness. Of course it's him. What a weirdo. In the best way. I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. As he bows the deepest bow I've ever seen. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended, though you might like to see him. I thought you might like to see him, so here he is. Just brought him along. Okay. Detective Jowd! Detective Jowd, I'm so sorry, I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry. Lynn, please don't apologize to me. Ah, the beautiful love between a teacher and student. It brings a tear to my eye. Trick time. Okay, first we'll see what this is. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanella? Yeah, that the execution was tonight. I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Zhao could never have done such a thing. Ha ha ha! Oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing. Huh? I know two things to be true and two things only. One, he was given the death penalty. And two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby? If that's the case, why did you bring him here? Whatever do you mean, young lady? He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector? Oh, come on. That's not... I can guess that that's not the reason. He's stalling, Lynn. And also, you probably shouldn't be saying that he's stalling, though. Maybe she knows he's stalling and she's just pretending like she doesn't. Who knows? Brag about your accomplishment. For your own selfish reasons. Come on, Cabanella. Come on, Lynn, you know Cabanella better than that. So were all these rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that the Mews? What? Hello? Welcome straight. Is that more important to you than saving a friend? Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday. That's enough, Lynn. But Detective Jowd, I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be. But... Yee, the art style is pretty nice. Still going crazy. So... we can hop over and we can talk to Lynn. Oh, for context, like I gave opposing Hall earlier, we are a ghost, we're dead, and we're trying to figure out, like, the reason for our murder by jumping around to different people. And, well, jumping around to different people. No, it's, like, we're jumping around all over the place, using, like, telephone lines to get different areas and stuff, and basically trying to uncover the mysteries behind our death and stuff, and then we're getting twisted in with all this other stuff from, like, a murder that happened 5 years ago that he claims that he committed, and so he went to prison for. We helped him escape prison, but then he got caught by Cabanella here. It's a whole mess. Imagine dying, you still gotta work. Yeah, right? The art style is kind of like Phoenix, right? Was this inspired by it? It was, I believe, made by the same... They're both Capcom games, right? So... But I don't know more than that, so Phoenix, right. They both came out on the DS as well. Phoenix Wright and Wikipedia, sure. Let's see. Yeah, so developer Capcom, publisher Capcom. All right, and then let's go to the death row person isn't a bad person. No, he was a detective. And we found out the only reason he went to prison was because he took the blame for the death of his wife, which was accidentally caused by his daughter. But his daughter said that that wasn't the way that the contraption that killed her was supposed to work. It was supposed to just say, happy birthday and stuff. So this is Ghost Trick. Ah, yep, there we go. It has, so not only is it a Capcom game, it's literally made by the same people. The director is the same. The... where's artist? Doesn't look like it's the same artist, but the director is the same. So that's probably at least... and then pause be typing. Yeah, you don't even know. But yeah, so that's probably the reason why they look similar. Anyways, they do make some good detective games. This one's more puzzle-based. But yeah, we can talk to Detective John and see what's up. So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened. Something about a kidnapping? Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. That's terrible. What's their demand? The carrying out of your execution tonight. I have no idea. I was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple. It's not that simple. Why not? Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla. What? Camilla? I checked it out for myself. I'm positive. No, it can't be. That's his daughter, by the way. And by the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mom 5 years ago was Camilla herself. What are you talking about? Don't listen to him. I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot... Alma. Had to think there. No, so we can't control other people. We can only control objects, and only to a small amount. When I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer any more after tonight. For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't gonna end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours. Whoa. Is it true, what Camilla said? Why don't you tell us what you know? Murder 5 years ago. No, so the girl with red hair is called Lynn. Camilla is a younger girl with, like, pink hair. Currently kidnapped, too, so... To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. We came home from work, and she went in first. Bang. What's that noise? Oh no. I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla, just the two of them. So the little lady's mother died right in front of her. I wonder her daughter is angry, kidnapped daughter. What's the father's name? Oh, Detective Jowd. Jowd. It's a... that's the best I can do on pronunciation. I think that's right, though. Oh my, that's so horrible. Yee. Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to. Made an impossible move. An impossible move? An impossible move? Sure, let's go to an impossible move. Camilla was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were two very strange points about that contraption. The first was, of course, the firing of that gun. Right, that was an antique gun I'd had on display for years. so it wasn't part of the little girl's original design. Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday. And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid. Cupid? Very stylish, yeah. Yeah, so for some reason, it was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around, which would have lit the candles and fired off the poppers. Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and then manipulated it. I don't know what to say. I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene and turned myself in. What did you do? What kind of adjustment? The gun, of course. Gun, huh? Come to think of it. There was no gun there, just a picture hanging on the wall. Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. Oh. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption, but one thing was for certain. That gun was still smoking. So the gun really did shoot Alma. I hid the gun before I went to the police. You hid it? I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective. What? You mean? And that detective still thinks it's a music box. So that's what was in the box. I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police. My own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into the details. When I was all done, I turned myself in. Heckin' dang. Powers of the dead. Jowd believes someone purposely got his wife killed that would force him to become a death row inmate. Yeah, he doesn't believe it was Camilla's fault because there was some changes made to her design. But he had to turn himself in, otherwise Camilla would have been to blame because no one would have been able to believe, you know, the modifications, right? Shot Alma, there's no other explanation. That's what I'd convinced everyone of, even me. But tonight you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before. The powers of the dead, right? That day in that room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries. Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about these powers. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? This was a scene from earlier today. I can sense your presence, you know. The kidnappers who abducted Camilla knew about those powers. The powers of the dead. This is no ordinary kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was. Detective Jowd. There's still time before dawn. A little, anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die? Dang, did you have to add on the before you die? Heck. Well, yeah, of course. Of course, Elric. Smart kid, huh? Yeah. Detective Jowd, is what you told us just now true? Yes, of course. In that case, there's still time. So actually, the only person in this room other than these guards, which they're basically mannequins. They're not really important here. But these three characters we can actually, like, they've all died once, so we can interact with them telepathically, essentially. But not Cabanella. He's the only one left out here. In that case, there's still time. Still time. Time to solve that case that was started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective Jowd, and of course, little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator is still out there, and I'm gonna prove it. For Camilla's sake. Yeah. You don't like playing these games, but you like watching them. Well, fair enough. There's already been 2 streams, but you could watch the streams back if you wanted. Get you more caught up. I don't think I'm finishing it tonight. There's probably going to be one more stream after this. But yee. That sounds wonderful. Yee. Thank you, Detective Jowd. Lynn, where's that music box now? In the Temsic Park. Camilla left it there. That gun is important evidence. You'd better go pick it up. Wait, is Cabanella just gonna let this happen? Like, she's still a wanted criminal too right now. Yes, sir, I'll go right now. Cecil, take care of Detective Jowd. And do something about the kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side. And yet again, I say, easy enough for you to say. A Cabanella just let her go. Oh, okay. Lynn is a cool way of spelling that name. I agree. It threw me off at first. I had to look it up and like put it into Google. Like, how do I say this? And then it was like Lynn, and I'm like, oh. Well, now I feel dumb. What's going on? Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row inmate. A little change of plans. My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't just go off to die without doing something. But you're in our custody, don't forget. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you with a special seat just for you, baby. Then I guess we'd better prove my innocence on the double. On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend. I want to save Camilla, in more ways than one. And that's all there is to it. I see, my old friend, in more ways than one. He's such a weirdo. What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in? He's like, ah, the order still stands, but bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement. As you wish, Your Excellency. Please don't bow to me, and especially not that low. Who's considered the antagonist of this game? There's a bunch of, for some reason, blue people, for lack of a better way to describe them, that are the antagonists. So, yeah. In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange pick up a prison van to pick them up? I said the same thing, Elric. Yes, sir. There he goes. Where did he get that chair? Where did he get that chair from? Where did he store the chair? I'm so confused. Mews an antagonist. He's blue. No, that's not what I meant. The van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate? Trick time. Alright, time to jump over to the phone. Glad to see Detective Jowd all fire up now, but I feel like I'm under the gun here. Even if Lynn does come through with the proof of Jowd's innocent, it will be meaningless if Jowd or Camilla dies. I've got to do something about that kidnapping. Somehow. Maybe I should ask for some advice from the capable detective here. Sure, why not? Most likely, the minister won't stop the execution. Not as long as there's any small chance his daughter is the one who's kidnapped. But she isn't the one. I'm sure of it. Well, it would be great if we could prove that to the minister. Prove it? How? I doubt his wife is ever going to answer that phone if we call from here. If we call from here, right? But a telephone works in both directions. What are you saying? What I'm saying is only family members can solve a family problem. Hey, Mr. Ghost? Yes? I have to admit, I don't like depending on others. But you're the only one who can change this situation. Gee, detective. For these past 5 years, Camilla is the only thing that kept me going. I can't go meekly to the chair now. I hate to ask this, but would you mind saving me? I'll try. Key to getting the Justice Minister to stop the execution is his wife and daughter. But is there a way? Well, yeah, we're gonna go probably through the phone to her house. We could talk to the minister, but I don't think there's gonna be much to say there, so let's just call over to the house. Lady Red? Yeah, that's the one. Bam. Because here's his actual daughter here. Just as I thought. This little girl is safe in her bed. Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping. This last link in the long chain of a sad fate lit a fire in Joud's heart. Joud? Who knows? And the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. I'm getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight has related back to me in some way. I bet this mistake-ridden abduction does too. Maybe? Clear, chapter 12. There are 18 chapters, and that was just chapter 12, so there's an idea of how far we are through. 12:51 a.m. I visited the novelist's apartment again. I'm hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. As long as there's any possibility that it could be his own daughter who was kidnapped, I doubt the Justice Minister will call off the execution tonight. The key to dispelling the Minister's doubts is now in bed, coughing, and I need to use this key before that prison van arrives to pick up our death row inmate. I still can't believe she types like that. It's insane. My darling angel, oh, just listen to that cough. You naughty thing, did you leave your nice warm bed to go outside into the night to play? A daughter after my own heart, but I must confess, I didn't even notice you were gone. Oh, what? She's still crazy, I swear. I didn't go out to play. I went to buy Papa a birthday present. Is that what that is? He said he wanted a new lighter. But that's no reason to go out this late at night. My fever finally went down. I could barely move before that. Well, look what it brought you. Your fever is worse now than ever. Here's to the feverish passion of my darling angel. Oh, okay. That's still not helping. Mama? Yes, darling? Let's call Papa and wish him a happy birthday, even though it's already past midnight. Not tonight, Emily. I hate you. Okay. It looks like this little girl was safe all along. I already knew that, but I'm still relieved all the same. There's another lucky development too. Emily wants to call her father. Now if I can just make use of that feeling somehow, that would surely bring the Justice Minister around. You're typing Cat Mews. And her typing is that crazy? Yes. Yes. Yes, it is. I will fight you on this. If you type on a typewriter with one finger like that, you are terrifying. Anyways. So how do we get the phone to her in a way that would result in her being able to call? There's a mouse up there. Well, more like a rat, really. And for some reason, wires are sparking? I'm guessing I jump over once this is at its peak. No? I can't do that. Can light up the lighter, though. Seems like a bad idea. Oh, that worked. That worked quite well. The phone. Her one finger is literally multiversal. Sure, Elbrick. Emily, I told you, you couldn't call him tonight. Why not? Listen to me, Emily. Your father is about to make a big mistake. I want him to reconsider. What do you know about it, Mama? He's the one who's the Justice Minister, you know? All you do is write weird novels. Dang. Oh. What do you mean, weird? How dare you disparage my romantic expression? Now you're really made me angry. You really have. How do you expect me to forgive such an insult? She had to jump to put it up there. I hate you, she says. Wow. There. I'll be keeping my eye on you now, so you won't do anything else mischievous. Like call your father. Moved even closer. I hate you. I can hear you, you know. Dang. Ooh, what a pair. I don't know what this family's issues are, but I do know I have to do something about this lady so Emily can call. Let's see then. So we've got the trash, we've got the lamp. We can turn off the lamp. I better not put out the lamp right now. It will only pour oil on the flames of anger in this lady's heart. If I wanted to give Emily a chance to use the phone, I have to think of a way to keep her mom out of the way. Yeah, so we can swing higher, make a chime. We can drop the rat down. Oh, oh no. Swing harder. Poor rat. Oh no. What am I doing to him? Well, having a good time, are we, little rodent? What? Is that how you Don't hit him, no! Oh, what the heck? Oh, okay. Did you fancy the vintage, my whiskered friend? You just... She just beamed a rat with a wine bottle. Okay. Alright. She's more powerful than I thought. Yeah. Looks like she tipped the wall candelabra to one side, too. The angle of those candles. I get the feeling I've seen something very similar to that quite recently. Yeah, so the candle can now burn that, potentially. What if we rotate this? Oh no, we just shocked him! Why are we doing this to him? And now the power's out. A Bond villain? Yeah. She's something like that, for sure. Oh heavens, a blackout. At a critical time like this. Of course, dim lights suit my story of love very well, but I myself am not very fond of the dark. What you gonna do? The chandelier just narrowly missed the back of my head. I love the thrill of romance, but I don't need these kind of thrills. Thank you. Okay. That was quite the way to light it. Is she gonna drink that still? Why did she do any of this? What is happening here? This whole game is weird like that, though. Ah, what a wonderful atmosphere. Perfect for clandestine meeting in the dusky twilight. Oh, okay. Alright, sure. What we got here? The hoist. Can we drop the rat into the room again. Oh, no. I don't exactly know how this situation came about, but I think I owe the rat an apology. The rat seems to be unconscious, but now that the room has changed into this, maybe I can use it somehow. Yeah, I think we do owe the rat an apology. Goodness. Poor guy. The lady's dictionary. Wasn't this on her desk before? Poor thing. Destined to never be returned to the bookshelf. He talks about the book with the same sort of tone as the rat that he just got electrocuted. I'm not going to claim ownership for it. It was his fault. What a naughty chandelier. Okay. Is that what we're going to say? You don't have a lock for it or something? Seems unsafe. What happens if I mess with a hoist? I just can't. Okay. I can make those burn brighter. That's not terrifying at all. Alright, so I don't know what I'm doing by turning that. We can't quite get over there. Not sure if we really need to either, though. Let's see. So we can swing that higher. We can make it chime. What happens if we mess with the lighter? Nothing. Huh. Drop. Make it burn brighter and then drop it down? That didn't do anything for us. That was close. What if we made it chime first and then we dropped it? Would it like light her hair on fire or something? Oh goodness, look at the time. As I bask in my tale of love, time has been moving on at the speed of light. So even though she's immersed in love, she can still hear this, eh? But this won't buy enough time for her daughter to make a phone call. There must be something else I can distract her with. What happens if we swing this higher? It's not that much higher, is it? And if we turn this off? Yeah, better not put out this lamp. Okay. Same dialogue. That's fair. I guess we haven't messed with the wastebasket, right? Right here. What if we open that? Nothing, it just opens. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but yeah. So some combination of dropping this down, making it burn brighter, and the chime presumably is what we're supposed to be able to do. But we can't interact with anything once we drop it down. She goes over and lowers, or raises it back up as soon as it's lowered. And the chime doesn't do anything when she's standing up. It's not until she's sitting down that the chime actually does something. Okay. I thought she was reacting to that. But no, she was still reacting to this. Okay. Huh. I'm pretty sure I gotta make the chime happen so she looks up at it and then drop this down, but it seems like I can't get the timing right. That's what I'm feeling like it needs to be. same dialogue. Yeah, she didn't react to it. Like, I got locked in, I mean, once she started reacting. The dictionary, nothing we can do with that either. I don't think the windmill is going to be very useful. So what does making this burn brighter do for us then? And when would it be useful? I don't really have a lot of options here. Just keep doing it. No. Trying to think. I always seem to get stuck on like just the littlest part. And then I'll like fly through other parts. Yeah, so messing with that doesn't do anything. Goodness, look at the time. Alright. So that was the same. I love that you can also use the directional keys. Like WAS and D moves this as well. You don't have to use the mouse if you don't want to. Oh, I just realized we're actually stuck here until we figure this out too, because we can't leave because we can't reach the phone. Ah. The problem is I get locked in. I get locked in when I use this, and I get locked in when I use the, this thing. Yeah, I don't get locked in when I make the candles burn brighter, but they don't seem to be doing anything at the moment. Like, I need to somehow distract her. To think of a way to keep her mother out of the way. Yeah, I get that. So I thought it would be like making this ring so that she doesn't notice it dropping down or something, you know? Maybe I need to make it burn brighter and then drop it? I thought I tried that already, but maybe I didn't try it well enough. That's kind of the problem I keep seeming to... Or, well, I had that problem earlier where I thought I did something. Maybe if I drop it immediately again? When she's like walking back? Just drop it again? We'll find out. Oh, oh, ho, 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 ho. Good dodge. Such insolence. Oh, okay. This lady is surprisingly quick. She dodged that thing like a pro. I guess I better get serious here. Were we not serious? Alright, so I dropped that down. So maybe I need to, as soon as she starts walking back, I drop it again. She dodges it like a pro. And now can we jump over now? No? Still can't. Okay. That's twice she managed to dodge like that. Who knows she was such a dodging champion? I'm starting to get annoyed. Let's try that again. I'll get her this time. Wait, we're gonna try the same thing again? I mean, alright, sure. Let's see what happens. Why not? Can't hurt anything. That was close. Yeah, sure, was it? Such insolence, she says again. Oh, she dodged it on the other side, too. That animation for her cranking the thing is, like, also kind of terrifying, too. Is it insolence? Or insulation? No, it's insolence. Whatever, I'll look it up tomorrow. Okay, so we want her to look it up in the dictionary? Is that what we're trying to do here? Trying to make her look up what word she means? One more time? Ah! Oh, okay. Emily! Emily, help me! Okay, so we just had to keep doing the same thing over and over again. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm too dizzy. I can't get up. I'm afraid I can't help you right now. Ha 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 ha. Here is to the weakness of my darling angel. That's still not helpful. That chandelier is on there tighter than her wedding band. She won't be able to escape on her own. I am somewhat curious. Okay, so they're not going to let me make it burn brighter. All right, you know what? That's very fair. So I can make this tick back and forth. If I recall, the novelist said she didn't like the dark. I don't want her thrashing around any more than she already is. I'd better not put out this lamp right now. All right. I'm trying to light this light somehow so we can get the phone over to her, but I'm not sure how exactly I'm supposed to do that. Well. The lady's dictionary. Wasn't this on? No, that's the same dialogue too. All right, well, I mean, really the only option we have is to possibly turn this. Help! Help! What is going on here? Emily, look! Do you see this? Help me, please. Sorry, I'm too sick. I can't get out of bed. My head is spinning, so I guess you'll just have to stay up there spinning too. Goodness. And now do we make it burn brighter? Looks like this lady won't be going anywhere for a while. Now the little girl can call her father. The only trouble is she can't reach it. I guess I'll just have to deliver it to her. Yeah. Oh, that's right, the angle of those candles. I saw something very similar to that recently, didn't I? Yes, we know. Ah! Oh, we lit the rat tail on fire. And now the rat's tail is on fire. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Now I really owe that poor rat an apology. But this might be a really good chance for me, too. I have to get that phone to Emily. Yeah, seriously, this poor rat. This poor rat doesn't know what's going on, man. There we go. We've lit it. Mama! What in the world is going on here? Yeah, for real. What is going on? Well, she stopped thrashing at least. And the rat tail isn't burning anymore, which is nice. Oh, goody! Excuse me a minute while I call Papa, okay, Mama? I'll only be a minute. No! No, Emily! Ah! Hey, don't you dare, Emily! I won't have it! Get me down! No, we're gonna leave you up there for a little bit. So I guess her being a jerk earlier and like banging on the wall and saying that she would like knock the wall down on top of Missile, I think that's all been set up so that we don't feel as bad for her being up in the air swinging around. I guess. Hello, Papa? Gasp. Emily! Is that you? Of course it is. Silly, what do you think? But I heard they said you were... No, never mind. It's nothing. Silly old Papa. Happy birthday, Papa. Birthday? Oh, right. It was my birthday today, wasn't it? I'm sorry we couldn't celebrate tonight. Thanks to mean old Mama. Oh, your mean old Mama? I mean, your mother? What is she up to right now? Well, she's certainly up, all right. My stubborn mother is kind of tied up at the moment. Get me down! She needs to be taught a lesson for causing us so much trouble. No, Emily. I'm the one who was wrong. Huh? Could you tell your mother I'm sorry? What do you have to be sorry about? I was just about to make a terrible mistake. But it's all right now. Oh. Okay. You're still young. There's a lot I can't tell you right now. The job of Justice Minister is very complicated, you see. Okay. But just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother and me. Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize. I don't think I did anything. But okay, I'll apologize. That's a good girl. Okay, Papa. Have a good night. Love you. Love you too, Emily. Good night, sweetheart. Aww. Aww. Mama? I'm sorry. My goodness, why'd the sun change? I guess I was wrong about you. I don't understand. Oh, Emily. I thought all you ever did was write these weird novels. That makes me a little sad. Papa said the job of Justice Minister was complicated. Yes, your father's job is very, very complicated and difficult. That's why I couldn't talk to you about most of it. But you're right. I shouldn't treat you like such a little girl anymore. You're growing up, after all. And I promise to stop calling your novels weird and try actually reading them. What? Oh, maybe you better wait until you're a little older for that. Huh. Okay. So Emily, if you're feeling a little more charitable towards your old mama, you think you could let me down now? You know, I would love to do that, but I'm feeling too dizzy and sick right now. Is she faking it? Did she Tonight, on this holiest of nights, my deadline, it looks like the only thing pressing on me will be this chandelier. Here's to Papa and Mama's darling angel. That literally helps no one still. All of a sudden, everybody is getting along again. It's such an abrupt change. I can't understand it. Is this what family is all about? I don't know. In any case, the situation has changed dramatically now. I just hope the mysteries of me can be cleared up as quickly as the furrows on the minister's brow. I don't know where Camilla is, but at least now the Justice Minister's doubts are dispelled. I think I'll go back to his office where everybody is waiting for the prison van. Okay. Back we go. The minister's family now has their smiles and harmony back, but Camilla is still in the hands of the kidnappers. I decided to go back to the Justice Minister's office. Surprisingly, the minister's brow is still just as furrowed as ever, quite unlike a father who has just learned his daughter is safe. He seems to still be in quite the depths of despair. The atmosphere in this room is very different now. It seems to have an air of unfocused anxiety. I get the feeling something big is going to happen. Whoa. Just found out that my daughter is safe, and I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for my daughter's sake, and for mine. No need to thank us, Mr. Minister. It was nothing. What did he do? But one question. I can't help but notice your daughter is safe, and yet you still look unhappy. How about a little smile for us? Of course, there is a little matter of another kidnapping victim. But is that really the only thing that troubles you, Mr. Minister? Please let me think in peace until the prison van arrives. I wonder if Lynn is at the park yet. Till we get her report, I guess I'll just have to wait here. This continued distress of the ministers. Is there really something more to it? Like the inspector in white said? We could ask him. In his mind. Hello, Justice Minister. How about you finally admit I do exist? That thank you I expressed. That was meant for you. You're a ghost, aren't you? And you have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you? No, I don't have that kind of power. I can't control you. We've actually known, you know, for a while now. But I had no idea they were the powers of the dead, of ghosts. Known about what? We knew about the existence of somebody who could control others, a manipulator. What's this? That's why your execution order caused me so much anguish, Detective Jowd. Mr. Minister, why don't you just tell us everything you know? Yes, I suppose I should. You need to hear it all. All about the huge mistake this foolish man made. Okay, so apparently there might be another person that's dead that can manipulate people instead of objects? Maybe? There are some cases in this country right now that are under top secret investigation. Of course, you wouldn't have known about them, Detective Jowd. Right, they don't share too much top secret information with the inmates in prison. Yeah, there are 3 prisoners, including you, in the special prison you just escaped from. All 3 cases have certain points in common. They do? Or they do they? Tell us more. The rock singer who leaked national secrets in his lyrics during a TV broadcast. The curry-loving fellow who took the chief commissioner hostage at the Metro Police Department. Neither of these men had a motive for the crime, and both of their crimes were impossible. Impossible? The curry lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office, and the rock singer had no way of knowing the national secrets to leak. The Special Investigation Unit submitted an investigative report to me on them. They concluded that these men's criminal acts were not of their own volition. Oh. But how could that be? The theory the unit came up with was the existence of a manipulator. A manipulator, huh? That's when the special prison was established as a facility to research that theory. Okay, what about Jowd's case? Jowd? Probably Jowd, isn't it? I don't know. I'm gonna keep saying Jowd for now, I guess. Some unknown power has been at work. These past several years, Inspector Cabanela has been studying these cases. He has he? Manipulating somebody into committing a criminal act, according to the inspector. The first case of this kind was a locked room murder involving our nation's best detective. Are you trying to say I was manipulated somehow into shooting Alma? I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately, I don't recall being controlled by anybody. It's just not possible to manipulate another's behavior like that. Might powers certainly don't work on living creatures. That's what I thought when I first heard the theory too. However, I was seriously mistaken, and it proved to be a big mistake. What? The minister's mistake. You mentioned a mistake. Could you tell us about it? I suppose everybody here has a right to know. Alright, fine. I'll speak out loud so the Inspector Cabanela can hear this too. Oh. And these random guards are just going to be able to hear this, like, top secret information then? There's something I'd like the two of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. Inspector Cabanela, when you first made that report about a manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe it all. Impossible, I thought. Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister. But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth about that firsthand. What's this? A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Jowd's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled. What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister. That face he just made. What's going on? This document. What am I doing? No, I mustn't sign it. Wait, don't deliver that document. And there he goes. That's when it started. That's when all my fear, despair, and suffering began. Fear, despair, and suffering. Okay. At the time, it didn't even cross my mind that I had been manipulated, and my memory of the event was only hazy at best. So the memory of being manipulated doesn't clearly remain, eh? Signing Signing execution orders is part of a justice minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. But the next day it dawned on me. I remember Inspector Cabanela reporting on the existence of a manipulator. As a minister of justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. If something like that got out, this nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I had actually been controlled. So in the end, I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened. I suppose but it sounds a bit like an excuse. Should have at least told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know. I should have. I was running away from the problem. And then my wife found out I was worried about something. Well, if you go around with an expression like that, I guess it's bound to happen. I explained it to her, and she was dead set against the way I was handling it. If you don't withdraw that order and tell everybody the truth immediately, I'm moving out. Dang, she's crazy, but she's right. And then, with the kidnapping tonight, with it thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody. So that's why you've been telling people to stay back. So there's somebody else besides me with the powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain desk lamp. What I'm not fine with is the fact the person can control and manipulate living creatures. Why am I getting so tongue-tied now? That's certainly not something I can do. So instead of being able to jump from object to object, is this manipulator person only able to jump between person to person? Maybe. Apparently different ghosts get different ghost tricks. Oh, I thought there was going to be more, but okay. Sadness, my drink is gone. But I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from. Where it comes from? Inspector Cabanela, this manipulator is a ghost, a departed spirit. A spirit? As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. What? What did you just say? Jode, don't tell me you can hear this ghost too. I'd say the only person who can't hear him is... I said this earlier. Spirit? Ghost? Gods in heaven. Excuse me, Mr. Minister. I suddenly have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decision, sir. He's running away. Doing the still crazy walk that he do. This is Lynn. I'm at the park. We've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence? Well, the situation here is kind of difficult to explain. Cecil, if you're there, come to the park immediately. Oh. Looks like your help is needed, Cecil. Yeah, I guess so, huh? It's fun how everybody's just like slowly becoming aware of my existence. The park. Zoom. I gotta say, they've organized all the different phone numbers pretty darn well. Because normally, when it's somewhere that you gotta go to right away, it's like the very next one. But if it's somewhere you gotta figure out where to go, they actually like leave it up to you to figure it out. So I don't know. I'm just saying they did a good job on that. Lynn calls and I oblige. I take off towards Temsky Park, the place where clearly something big is taking place. The manipulator, the person whose very existence sheds new light on everything. Detective Jowd's crime, the execution orders, and even my own death. Could it be? Could Lynn have been manipulated into shooting me? Well, it makes sense now if that is the case. Chapter 13. And it looks like I've actually spaced this out pretty darn well, because we're at 2.5 hours and we got one more to do tonight. And then we'll have 4 chapters, to play through next stream, which is how many we played through this time. So this is like perfectly spaced. Temsky Park, the site of the little lady Camilla's abduction tonight, and the place where an important piece of evidence, the music box, was hidden, and also where Lynn was held hostage at one. What is the chef doing here? I wonder why our lady detective is looking so dejected. At least she isn't dead. But what did she find? Good question. Leaflet. Oh, I can't. Wait, I can't. I can't jump over there. I can't. Oh, what? What? I couldn't reach that. Huh? What's he doing here? Let me spend a moment. The world will not end and the food delivery is a little late. What? What is he singing about? A little late? It's already ice cold. I really wish there was like a mouse under his hat. That'd be really funny. Obviously though, well, not obviously. I think this came out before Ratatouille. Can we jump over? We can't. Swing harder. There we go. Thank you. There's a boot. There's a leaflet up here. What are the leaflets doing up here? This is a love letter? I'm extra confused. Okay, I can't interact with the ball. I can open this back up. What good did that just do for me? Uh-huh. Maybe we rotate this? There we go. Move the seesaw. There we go. You having fun with the leaf there, Lynn? Oh. Lynn. Lynn. Why is there a body over there, Lynn? What did you do? Why is there a dead person here? Oh, there you are, Cecil. From your dejected expression, I gather you didn't find what you were looking for. Right. I can't find the music box anywhere. But I found something else instead. Something horrible. Horrible? What is it? There, in the grass. You better see for yourself. Wait a second. Isn't that the guy? Wait, we've seen this guy before. Looks like a dead body. I nearly died when I saw it. I suppose now that we found it, we can't just leave it there, can we? Nope, I suppose not. What a way to say that, though. Trowel. Stop the park from being turned into housing site. Protect the park, the Rock of Gods. You there. You're talking to me, aren't you? I have some leaflets for you. Leaflets I know you'll be very interested in. I urge you to peruse it thoroughly. Examine it in detail. Never mind that now. Do you remember your name? My name? My name? What does my name matter when there are more important things to worry about? Okay. Come now and study these tracts with me, brother. Come and learn about the Rock of the Gods with me. The night is no longer young. As a matter of fact, daybreak is approaching, but we are young. Look, I don't have time to get involved in your way of life, but I am interested in your way of death. So let's go back to 4 minutes before your death. Bam. Okay, so how did this guy die in Temsky Park? Okay. So I made up my mind. I resolved to live here in this park and defend it. Okay, and what does that have to do with this Rock of the Gods you mentioned? You still don't appear to understand. It's written quite clearly in the 4th leaflet. 4th leaflet? It's great detail. Okay. Excuse me, but I have to use the restroom. Oh, okay. Ah! Oh. I am coming. Just hold on. I'll be right there. What is happening right now? I've located the target, Beauty. A girl of the right age coming out of the right apartment building at the right time. Yes, my dear. I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. Good evening, young lady. Won't you come with me? Ah! Now he's panicking. Oh gods, what do I do? What should I do? I have to do something. So he gets pushed. That drops. And then it... Did it switch places with a leaf? What in the world? What just happened? Oh, that's Mino! Mino? Mino the mascot, the symbol of Temsky Park. Forget about the name of the big creepy lump of concrete. I'm talking about the way it changed direction. Did you see that? Yes, I did. We witnessed it with our own eyes. The power of the Rock of the Gods. That was the power of the gods. The power of the gods saved that little girl. And then that same power very deliberately crushed you instead. Yes, precisely. That is called the mischief of the gods. Okay. Was it the mischief of the gods or was it a ghost trick? But nah, it couldn't have been a ghost trick. No ghost trick could change the direction of something that heavy in midair. But wait a minute. What if there was somebody with a much greater powers than me? Oh. Why do I feel like it's going to be Missile? It's going to be Missile, isn't it? I don't remember if it's Missile or not, but I feel like it's going to be Missile. Look at that. There's another flame besides mine. Oh, so that is the flame of a god, is it? But hold on. Your spirit is a flame too, isn't it? Yeah, so? Pardon me, but are you a god? I certainly doubt it. At the last minute, that big lump of concrete made a huge swing to one side. That was probably that flame's doing. Who could it be? I definitely believe it's either a god or somebody god-related. I'm losing my voice or something. Maybe I'd better try talking to this person. It's totally Missile, isn't it? It's totally Missile, isn't it? It's totally Missile, isn't it? What the? This person with much greater powers than me. It's you? Hey! It's Missile. Oh my god. Of course it is. Of course it's Missile. Ah, there we go. I needed a drink. Cecil! Oh my, it's Missile! You look well for being dead. Did you see? Did you see what I did? I did it. I tried really hard and I did it. I saved Miss Camilla. Are you telling me I was done in by a puppy dog? Missile, what's going on? How did you get powers of the dead? I'm glad you asked. After Miss Camilla went out and you left. I worked like crazy to make my own path, and I did it. Did you slam your face into the wall enough times that you died? Oh, thank goodness. I was really concerned. And then I followed Miss Camilla out into the big wide world. And then, here at this park, I found her at last. Yes, you guessed it, I barked, you bet I did, and I went running after her too. And then, I guess I died. And then, I was unconscious for a little while. And when I came to, it was all over. Poor Miss Camilla. Crushed under that big scary lump. Oh, what have I done? I'm so sorry, little lady. Please forgive me. Miss Camilla! Oh dear. I had to rescue Miss Camilla. It was up to me. I cried out from the depths of my heart. And then... I can't tell you how surprised I was, but I bet you understand, right? Better than probably anybody else could. And I remembered what you did for me and how you saved me. So, you went back, right? Back to 4 minutes before the little lady's death? You bet I did! Okay. Yes, my dear. I'll ever so gently... Right, we read this. Now's my chance, I thought. I saw the core. I don't know. It looks pretty far. I stretched out my paw towards the core. Oh, how I felt at that moment. I'd love for you to be able to feel it too. Go ahead, Cecil. Go ahead and try it for yourself. Oh. Okay then. I can't believe it. How could you connect over such great distance? Well, they don't call me Missile for nothing. And so then you manipulated that Mino thing and threw it aside? Right on top of my head. Well, no, actually. Huh? I can't manipulate things like you can, Cecil. You can't? Then how did you... I didn't know what to do. Then I happened to see something out of the corner of my eye. And it had a core too. A single leaf hanging from the tree. I think I remember now. Is it like he's got the power to switch things, but only if they're the same shape or something? I think that's what it is. I tried reaching out to the leaf. What in the world? I can't manipulate things, but apparently I can swap them. As long as the two things have the same shape, that is, I called it, / remembered, from like 7 years ago or something. Oh yeah, it would have been like 7 or 8 years ago that I played this. Huh. Yeah, alright. Swap things with the same shape? Go ahead and try it. Press swap. Swap. That's incredible. And so that's how you saved your mistress, is it? And that's how I became caught up in this, is it? I'm very sorry. My powers were too meager. Meager? Because you see, I saw one more. I happened to notice one more core. There was something with the exact same shape stuck in the branches of a tree. Hey, you're right. If Mino could be swapped again with that, then disaster wouldn't have rained down on my head. Poor guy. But what is that thing? It's too big to be a leaf. It's a football. Because we saw it when we came over. Whatever it is, I'd much prefer it on my head than Mino. So, why didn't you swap them, Missile? I couldn't. I can stretch out my paw a little further than you can, Cecil. Oh, but not enough. But this was just too far for me. I couldn't reach. And then he died. Poor guy. I must admit, it's a fascinating spectacle of death, if I do say so myself. I kept retrying over and over, seeing if there was anything I could do. I bet there's something you can do now. Huh? If we work together, you and me. Cecil, you think so? I don't plan on letting anybody die in front of me tonight. Do you think you could help me? Of course. Naturally. I don't think that guy can help us. So we're going to drop that Mino thing in a different spot. Okay, let's try it. Let's go back again to 4 minutes before. Ba-ba-ba. Alright, let's get started. 4 minutes from now, you'll swap with Mino. You'll swap Mino with that leaf. There we go. And then you have to swap Mino with something else. Something with the same shape. Oh, I believe that's a rugby ball. Fair enough. Okay, rugby ball, huh? But with the rugby ball where it is now, Missile can't reach it. So that means I have to move it closer somehow. It looks like you and I will have to work together on that one, Missile. Okay, I'm ready. Whenever you want to use my swap trick, just press V. Okay. That way, you'll be able to control me. And then, if you press V, control will come back to me. Okay, let's try it. Together, we can stop Mino from hurting anybody. That's very cool. Like, we're 3/4 of the way through this game, or... Yeah, something like 3/4 of the way through this game. But, despite that, we just gained a new power. Whew. Here you come already. I swore to myself not to repeat my mistakes. Mistakes? When somebody's in trouble, you should lend them a hand. Otherwise, you'll definitely regret it. And now, the recklessness of youth has taken over, giving me lightning fast speed. I've been thinking, if you could stop this man from running, maybe he wouldn't get squished? It won't be easy to stop me once the recklessness of youth has taken over. Goodness. Stop him, huh? That's a possibility, I suppose. Oh my goodness, it is such a long way to be able to stretch, though. Well, let's see. We can swap that. Is he going to be able to jump if that's there? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, these two things can't swap, though. We can swap that, but I don't think I want to. What's this? A dumpster lid? Okay. So now we can swap over to here. We can apparently talk to Missile if we want to. Okay, so jump over there. Switch. We'd have to open this lid to be able to move. There we go. Now we can go here. But now we're stuck because we can't actually get any further over. Well, I guess let's see what happens when we let this guy go. He spins around on there. Scatters those all over. And then he jumps there. What do you think of my lightning fast pace? I am quite invested, yeah. It's a fun game with a good story. I wish you would knock it off. That's what I think. We don't have time to prepare. I think we're gonna have to find a way to stop him from running. As far as I can see, the only way to do that is to use the playground equipment. The what? You know, the seesaw, the swings, those things. Precisely. Except there is one more piece of equipment to be exact. Stop him with the equipment, huh? Maybe I should rethink things here. Yeah, okay. So let's jump over to Missile. No, I don't want to talk. I want to jump over here and see what we can do. So up here, we got the globe, and we got this small ball, and then what's going on with the swing? I don't think there's anything we can really swap with the swing. And this boot is obviously not going to be swappable with anything. Yeah, Missile's powers are pretty limited. He can do cool stuff, but it's very limited. Back from the beginning. Okay. So, let's see. Alright, Missile. Your powers are the key this time. Okay, I'm ready. I can swap anything that has the same shape. Just call on me if you find anything you want to try. Probably the best thing to do is just try a bunch of things and see how it goes. If I see something we can swap, I should use V. Yep. Alright, so we're going to jump over here first. Do that. And I can go over here, but I can't go further, so I need to make it so that I can somehow. So I guess now we swap to Missile because Missile should be able to. Wonder if that lever is going to be important. Yeah, so then from the tire, we can swap it with the baseball. And then with the baseball, nope. With the tire, we can swap that onto the playground, like that. I don't know if that's gonna do much good though. So let's just see what happens when the tire is on the little jungle gym thing. All right, and he's also swinging now. So, is there anything over here? There's just that one paper, but I don't think that's going to be useful to us. So what happens when he spins around with this? Okay, he jumps off. Basketball bounces, and then it's just in the grass, and that's it. Nothing else has happened here. Not exactly helpful, is it? Alright, guess we'll try again. Gotta figure things out. Figure out what we can manipulate and move around. Alright. Again, we'll open up the lid so that we can get over. Press V, jump over to here. So, the umbrella we know that we can move if we're Cecil, which we can only move it when we have a pathway up to it, which we only have after this crazy guy runs in and starts spinning around, because then his little flyers get all over the tree, and then we can travel up the tree using Cecil. But until that point, we have to figure out how to make this work here. We could put the basketball over there. That do anything for us? This tire being here does make it easier to move stuff. Like it's a closer circle, right? Let's press V. Yeah, we still can't reach it though, so we're gonna have to wait for him to run in. Is there anything we can do with the trash here? Does this have anything we can do? No, we can't do anything with the oil drum. Alright, well, it was worth a shot. So he comes running in. Like a crazy man. There he goes. So now if we can figure out how to get Cecil over there, I guess let's jump down here. Okay, so that's not helpful. That's not helpful because now we can't reach. So we need something that we can grab onto and then get back over so that we can get up. That's what we need, I think. I think that's what we need. I hope that's right. If we go a little bit over time, that's okay. It's not like I have to end at exactly 3 hours. Alright, so the swap. I'm starting to wonder if maybe it's supposed to be the tire in there and the baseball on there, maybe. Yeah, I wish I could reach that, but I can't. Swapping the positions of these don't exactly give me a better path. Oh wait, I can move the seesaw. Oh, I was being dumb. That's all. I was being dumb. There we go. We got across. That was an issue I was having, was just getting across. So now swap the the ball with the tire. Oh, sorry. You go over. No. Cancel that. Actually, hold on. We should be able to grab onto this when it rotates around. And then we can climb up. Okay. Let's wait a second. Let's see what happens. Got it. Okay. Okay, there we go. We got our path. We can mess with this now. He does that whole thing. Now we can do this to drop that down. Oh, that was so close. If it hit the ball, we could have knocked it down. Ah. Is that all this umbrella can be used for? For knocking the rugby ball down? Don't forget about my powers. And don't forget about my recklessness of youth. Okay. So, I guess the plan is that we can put a ball here that would be launched up into the umbrella. Is that the idea? Look at this funny flattened ball. It's the same shape as that horrible Mino. But it's too far to swap from here. Even this ball is starting to look horrible to me. We have to find a way to get this ball closer to that Mino thing. Knock it down from the tree, I say. There must be something we can do. Yeah, so there is a way to knock it down from up here. Just gotta figure out what. Just gotta figure that out. Wow. Okay, so we're still prevented from getting over there. I'll jump down there. Oh, would you look at that? There sure are a whole lot of round things around here. Oh boy, that means it's time for me, right? Oh boy, my hair is also round. Is it? Let's see. To use Mrs. Power, tap V. Try it and see what happens. Oh, okay. So I needed to be in that exact spot to be able to get that to happen. So if we put this here. Wait. So Are we... Can I move this with that on? I cannot. It's so heavy, I can't move it very much. Maybe because of that swap I made? I guess the little ball is about all the weight I can handle. Yeah, okay. I'm starting to figure things out a little bit. So, press V to swap over to missile. Put the little ball back on. Press V. Press E to make that roll. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we can put a larger ball on here. Okay, so it has to be the biggest ball then? We need to swap those again. Swap back to you. Lift it up. Press V. Oh, he's moved it. Yeah, okay, so let me rewind again because we need to do this before he gets on there, I think. I think, anyways. Okay. Trying to skip right now. There we go. Here he comes. Alright, so do we swap it with this one now? And does that prevent it from rotating back? It does not. So what is the point of swapping it while it's in motion then? Is there a point? Does anything change when I do that? You know what? Let's talk to Missile. Let's see if Missile can give me a hint. Here comes that man, fast enough to scare even a quick little doggy like me. Uh-oh. Rugby ball is still in the tree. Ah, behold the recklessness of youth. Yep. Yeah, it's that recklessness of yours that caused us so much trouble. No one can stop it. Well, if we can't stop it, then I guess we're gonna have to find a way to make it work for us. But if he comes running too fast, we won't have time to get ready. Looks like figuring out what to do with his recklessness is key. Okay. So when he starts spinning around... Oh, no. What they're talking about is just that when he jumps on here, he launches the ball into the air. So really, we got to figure out how to get onto here earlier. Is probably what it is. Wait a second. Check something. If you are on it, can I swap it anyways? No, I cannot swap it if he's on it. Okay. That's what I figured, but it was a good idea to check it. Yeah, we already saw this dialogue. What is this? It's a leaflet. Oh, because he's throwing them around. Right. So I can't reach there until it's there. And then I can. But the problem is that now I'm not going to be able to get there in time. Because right now... Yeah, so now it's already too late, because I would need to raise up this balloon so that I can get up there to get the umbrella down. Because he's about to jump off now. Yep, so something else needs to go. Something else needs to go differently is all. been using my brain too much. It's hard. It's hard to think how to fix this. I'm not understanding what thing needs to be swapped to where. It feels like the big ball needs to be on the seesaw, but like it doesn't do as much as I think it will, because as soon as it starts rotating back, then it's just, that's it. It doesn't do anything to do that. And I can't reach that, which would potentially be a way to help this along. That swing can't be swapped with anything. I'm stuck here a little bit. Definitely stuck a little bit. Too heavy, it won't budge. Yep. Like, I can put the big tire on there, but I'm not sure what that does for me. We've also got the baseball. It's like... like swapping that now. Yeah, and they don't have a core until they go up, so I can't just grab onto them now, unfortunately. It isn't until they're here that I can grab them. And then he immediately jumps off. It's based on me getting there, isn't it? They forcibly make sure that you cannot do it the way that I'm currently doing it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm lost. I'm gonna figure out through the use of the internet, because I've been on this for now like 15 minutes and now it feels like I'm not gonna figure it out. It's probably something very simple that I'm just overlooking. So what is this? This is chapter 13. Yeah, I'm a furry. That do be a thing. What is this one? Oh, I can probably just look it up based off the 13, 14? No, it's chapter 14. That's right. Yeah, I know I'm missing something here, so let's see. How to get more time. Okay, so move of characters over to the seesaw. Remember, you can't occupy the same core at the same time. Seesaw will need to open the dumpster lid to reach. Moves to the seesaw. Baseball across to the far side. Once seesaw is safely across, move the baseball back to the right and have Nissel swap it with the basketball in the jungle gym. Oh. Yep, it was something I was missing. It was something very basic I was missing. I don't know how long it would have taken me to find it, so I'm glad I read a little bit. If you use walkthroughs responsibly, you can save yourself from the really annoying headaches while still enjoying a game. So, yee. Alright, so... Yep. Alright, so now... Pop over to you, I'm assuming, because I didn't actually read this part, but I'm guessing we put the baseball onto there so that we can more easily, spin the thing, because we have to get over there. Okay. We gotta get to the center. Oh, but, yeah, I don't know if I actually said it. Welcome to the stream. Sorry. I'm very invested. So, if I get here and I press spin, what happens? There we go. Wow, I didn't see this coming. Don't you know the first thing about the globe climber? Huh? Even little children treat it with respect it deserves. They know that unless you spin it gently, there's no stopping it. Yeah, it does look pretty dangerous. It looks like I'm just destined to fly through the air like this for a while. This just might buy us some time. So yeah, this was what I needed to do that I was missing. Maybe he'll just keep spinning around like that the whole 4 minutes. I'm sorry, but I don't think I would stand for it that long. But anyway, at least we stopped him from running for a while. Let's do what we can while we have this chance. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure Missile needs to swap that with that. So now there's the baseball on there. We're gonna go up here, dislodge the balloon. We should be able to jump back over here, throw the umbrella down, and then open it back up. There we go. So now when he jumps over, he's gonna launch the ball into the air, and that should take down the umbrella. Should I make it the basketball or the baseball? That's what I'm not sure about. It's one or the other, because it's not going to be the big ball, I don't think. The tire, I mean. I don't think it's going to be that. So we'll stick with the baseball for now and see what happens when he jumps off here. Okay, so that was far too high. Gotcha. Alright, so now I think I got it. We'll try the baseball. I think it'll work. I think that's it. I think I've figured it out with a little bit of help from the walkthrough. Yeah. When we jump down here, we have to fast forward through this. There we go. Jump over to you. Boop, boop. There's a lot of buttons. All right. So once he jumps on, he'll start spinning, and then I can grab the baseball. Boop. There we go. Spin it extra fast. It goes so ridiculously fast. I feel sorry for the guy. I mean, this is to save his life, so it's for the best. As he goes whipping around at high speeds. Is he okay? It's hard to say, really. Alright, so Missile. Keep you on the ball for now. Let's see what happens when he hits this. Alright. Yeah. What good has this done for me? Wow, I so did not see that coming. I never thought the umbrella would catch the ball. Did you see that? The tree branch. It shook a little. I think I saw it shake too. If only it shook a little more, it would knock that terrible rugby ball down from this terrible tree. Maybe it just needs a little more weight. I'm sure we can do this. We just have... Okay, so basically I was supposed to use the tire. My bad. All right, fine. Tire it is then. Click, hold. He really wants to fight me with this. Alright. Jump, jump, jump. No, I need that on there. And then I need this swapped with this one. There we go. Okay. Now we gotta wait for this guy as he comes running in. Jump on. Extra spinny to the boot. Okay. Maybe if we... Nope. If we switch over to missile, we should attach to that then. Look at this funny flattened ball. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what happens. He's gonna jump here and that's gonna fly into the air. And it did not... Cecil, did you see that? Did you see the seesaw? Yeah, I guess the tire's too heavy to get much height. I wouldn't have been surprised if it launched me into the air. That tire does have quite a bit of weight to it. But no matter how heavy it is, I can still swap it. So weight isn't a factor when it's swapped, yeah? Yeah, but the problem is we put the basketball in here, but that didn't do it, and the tire is too heavy, so there's no other circular object to place here then. So what do we need then? There's still something else to figure out. One second. I wanted to check something. Oh, okay. All right, so they didn't do that. Can't be too sure that people will be respectful. Let's see. What was I doing? Yes, basketball on here. And then we need to jump over to there again. Oh, no, we need to go to the center first and then spin it. The massive spinning is still ridiculous and insane. So do I need to not open it? So with it open, they were talking about maybe if it had more weight, it would shake down the tree. Oh, no, I get it. I'm being, gotcha. I wasn't thinking correctly about it. All right, I get it now. I don't know why I didn't get it before, but yeah, all good now. Because I'm pretty sure. Yep. See what I mean? You see what I'm getting at there? A little more weight, you just literally swap it now. Boop. There we go. There, we moved the ball. What do you think, Missile? With the ball there, I think I can do it. In just a few seconds, you'll swap Mino with the leaf. And then from there, you can swap Mino one more time. The final moment is near, Missile. Are you ready? You bet. Okay. I have to wait. 2, 1. He gets pushed, drops the lever, that drops. It gets swapped by Missile. And now we... Okay, watch me, Cecil. Here I go. The finishing touches, Missile. Yeah, you can do it, Missile. Swap Mino with that ball. Swap. He got bonked and he falls down. But he's not dead. There, how's that? My head has been spared. Truly, that was a try worthy of the gods. And now, Mino is right where he belongs. In the trash? Okay. We did it again, didn't we? Oh, I skipped whatever that was. Nobody has to die. Except for one brave little somebody. Huh? Talking about you, Missile. Oh, me? I guess you're right. I'm still dead, aren't I? So now let's go back and save your life. Wait a minute. What is it? Now that I think about it, I think I want to stay dead a little longer. What? When I was alive, I couldn't even help Miss Camilla when she was in trouble. I want to be able to protect Miss Camilla, and to do that, I need these powers I have now. I see. Perfectly understandable. Even I wish I had powers like that. Hey, we just saved you. Don't wish your life away already. Oh, of course, you're right. Okay, Missile, have it your way. By the way, Mr. Reckless Youth, there's a certain detective who needs that music box you found. When we get back to the present time, could you give it to her? Certainly, you have my word. Let's go back then to the present. Yeah. And so, Camilla ended up in the hands of the kidnappers. We weren't able to change that part. Lynn listened to my story without saying anything. I'm sorry, I wish there was something else I could have done. No, you did the best you could. I'm sure she's alright, after all. After all, she has me! Missile? Are you in there? Missile! Miss Lynn, leave Miss Camilla to me! I know I don't look like much right now, but I'm sure I can help her. Missile. Eek. Goodbye. Miss Lynn. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Missile just got taken away by the wind. I'm going to leave it up to you, Missile. Kind of looks like Missile is being left up to the wind. Yeah. Oh! I have something to give you. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park. Rock of the Gods. Aren't you forgetting your promise? Oh, pardon me, pardon me. My apologies, this is for you. Oh! Just gonna stash that in your pocket. You kept the music box safe, didn't you? Thank you. Not at all. I was only doing what the Rock of the Gods would have wanted. He's such a weird man. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? He's mesmerized by my beauty. Hey, the cat's not allowed to get your tongue. Excuse me, but are you... No, it couldn't be. Have we met before? Aren't you that little girl from that time? I'll never forget it. It was 10 years ago in this park. 10 years ago? Are you talking about... Oh. That's quite the thing to have brought up here. Have you met this strange young man before, Lynn? I don't remember, but he said 10 years ago, and this park. It could only mean one thing that I can think of. Looks like I better talk to Mr. Leaflet here. Here in this park, the gods surely control fate. Today, 10 years from that day, we meet once again, I mean. If that isn't the power of the gods, then what else is it? It could just be a coincidence. But apparently, you know our lady detective here. Could you tell us about it? About what happened 10 years ago? Yes, of course. I was actually about to do just that. Rock of the Gods. What's this Rock of the Gods you keep mentioning? Don't you know? It's right there in front of us. Missile. Wait a minute. You said gods. But do you mean dogs? Of course not. Don't be silly. This is no time for ridiculous word games. You are standing just above the Rock of the Gods. Take a good look at that monument. Monument? Rock of the Gods. Temsky Park. The Rock of the Gods. The rock is buried in the ground right there. It's been there these 10 years. Ever since that day it flew down from the heavens and showed us a miracle. A miracle? So this rock you've been talking about is a meteorite? Precisely! It dropped from the sky on that day 10 years ago. Yes, of course. Surely you know all about it. Me? 10 years ago. That day, I just happened to be passing through this park. I had no idea that that day would change my destiny. The sun was going down, and through the gloom, I heard the scream of a little girl. Eek! Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. We'd already seen this scene previously. I peeked out fearfully from the bushes and saw some shadowy figures. I didn't see the face of the criminal clearly. I knew I should do something to help, but I couldn't move. The tension was so thick, it was painful. Just when I couldn't stand it any longer, That's when it happened. The sky suddenly burned bluish white. Oh. When it crashed into the ground, the meteorites gave off a shower of beautiful fragments. And then I saw it. One of those beautiful fragments pierced into the criminal's back. The judgment of the gods was brought down on the park that day. "10 years ago, the little girl that was you was saved by the Rock of the Gods. Oh my, I can't believe it. The Rock of the Gods was given the name Temsky, and still today, it lies sleeping deep in the park's earth." Temsky. I never knew about this Temsky. I always thought Detective Jowd was the one who saved me. You were very young then, and you passed out from the shock of being taken hostage. Of course you wouldn't remember. But that's funny. A huge incident like that should have caused quite a stir. It's strange you never heard of it, Lynn. It is, isn't it? But now that I think about it, remember I didn't want to think about what happened. I avoided the news and I never came back to this park again. That's why I didn't know anything about it. The meteorite was named Temsky after the name of this park that it fell in. And then, the Rock of the Gods was forgotten. And now, an awful thing is happening. They're talking about turning this park into a housing site. I'll never forget the miracle I witnessed that day. And so I've taken up residence in this park and am trying to appeal to the people. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. That is my mission. I see. I'm taking you with me, Missile. So 10 years ago, the little girl that was Lynn wasn't aware of the meteorite. I get that, but Detective Jowd, on the other hand, there's no way he didn't know about this Temsky thing. And if he knew, and the man died, I took his life. What was that confession of his all about? The Rock of the Gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago changed the destinies of many people's lives. Like the ripples on a pond when a pebble is dropped in. With every answer I get, I learn about a new mystery. Will I be able to break the chain of mysteries before dawn? Anyway, now that we have the evidence we need, we decided to meet up again at the minister's office. Besides, there were a few things I want to ask Detective Jowd. Is that the end of the chapter? Not quite yet. We found the music box, Detective Jowd. Good job, Lynn. I knew you would. Once everything has been resolved, I had wanted you to give this to him. Him? You mean Inspector Cabanela, right? I don't suppose he'll ever forgive me. Detective Jowd? Now then, let's get this thing open. There's a certain knack to doing it, you know. See? He calls that a knack. Looks more like brute strength to me. There you are. You should find scorch marks on the grip that you just grabbed. Scorch marks? When Camilla built her contraption, she used a special kind of string. It's a kind magicians use. It burns up in an instant and disappears. Why would little Camilla use something like that? I don't know. Maybe because she's a detective's daughter. Not leaving any evidence behind at all. In the case report, there was mention of some scorch marks. When it happened, Camilla was watching from her hiding place. She saw the flame run to the gun, something she naturally didn't include in her design. I took the gun out of the frame and replaced it with a picture. If you remove the picture, you would find scorch marks behind it on the frame, too. And those marks should match up with ones on the gun. In other words, it proves the contraption existed there in that room that day. Oh. And it didn't work the way your little girl intended, is that right? Exactly. Some cowardly culprit modified the design. But that angle was never brought up in court. And so, as Justice Minister, I must call off the execution at this point. I knew I was right. It was a detective job. Now we can finally prove that. Thank goodness. Go and cry. Oh. Thank you, Lynn. In those eyes of yours, I see the eyes of that little girl from 10 years ago. I've got a theory on how this all fits together here. I think we have enough pieces to figure out a good bit of what's happened here. But there's definitely going to be one more stream after this. We still got another 4 parts, but we're almost done with this one. What's the matter? I just don't know. What should I have done 5 years ago? Back then, nobody had any way of knowing the true nature of the manipulator. It wasn't anybody's fault that we didn't know the truth. Do you really think so? Of course. Besides, what's important right now is deciding what to do next, am I right? She's right, Mr. Minister. Yes, of course. I do believe she is. What is it now? I just don't know. What should I do next? You'll figure it out. We believe in you. Cecil, if you hadn't come to my cell tonight, I would be gone by now without ever having known any of this. This is what I deserve. That's what I told myself these past 5 years. But things are different now. Thanks to you, my eyes have finally been opened. Tonight, I've come into contact with a lot of people's lives, got involved in their fates. The only reason I was doing it was to regain my own lost memory. But things are different now. We're connected to each other somehow, I just know it. And that's why I need to ask you a few more questions in order to find out the truth about us. Fair enough. Fire away. Manipulator. Cecil told me all about it, Detective Jowd. About the manipulator. Yes, and it looks like this manipulator really did a number on the minister, too. I mean, how else am I supposed to, like, say that, right? Please don't pick on the minister. If he dies again, I'm the one who has to save him. Cecil, do you think that's what happened to me too? What are you talking about, Lynn? Don't tell me. You were manipulated too? There was always a part of me that just couldn't believe it. The image of the one who shot me. But now I see the possibility of a new explanation. But who is it? And why did they do it? Camilla's contraption. The contraption was a birthday surprise for Camilla's mom, wasn't it? That's right. Something's been bothering me about it. I feel like I know that device from somewhere. No surprise there. You lost your life once tonight because of that machine. Right. I knew it. See, Detective Jowd? No, I'm afraid I don't see. That is a very weird thing to say. Told Detective Jowd about it. Told him about seeing the exact same contraption tonight in a completely different place. That's very strange indeed. A junkyard on the edge of town. I've never even heard of the place. And what's more, I've never told a single soul about that contraption. You haven't? That old pigeon guy. Who in the world is he? I don't know. Temsky. Detective Jowd, you must have heard this name before. Temsky. The meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago. You were there. So you found out about that, did you? I hear that meteorite saved Lynn's life. That's right. I couldn't do anything to help Lynn that day. But in that case, I don't get it. If it's true, doesn't it mean you didn't steal somebody's life away? What are you talking about? Detective Zhao, you told me that 10 years ago, the person who killed the perpetrator in the park was you. What? But it was the meteorite. I wasn't lying. I stole that man's life away, no question about it. It was entirely my fault. I was just about to shoot him. I would have shot him in the next instant if the meteorite hadn't come. At that point, I was already a murderer. That's not true. You were trying to save me. Lynn, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it. Huh? The truth about 10 years ago. On that day, 10 years ago, a different incident happened in another place. Another place? Yes, in the police headquarters interrogation room. The worst sort of incident. A suspect who was being questioned escaped. Wow, I didn't know about that. I happened to be there in the detectives division, so I joined the chase. Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, I was able to track him down alone in the park. Hold it right there. I fired a warning shot. I wanted to catch him bad. That warning shot made him panic. At that time, I was a young and green detective, brandishing my sense of justice like a sword. I made him panic and got you involved, Lynn. It was all my fault. Detective Zhao. Wait, if he was... I was gonna say, if he was, being held captive in questioning and such, he wouldn't be able to have a gun, but I guess he just got a gun on his way out. I guess? Or he stole it from a cop? I guess? They kind of didn't bring up that part, but it's fine. All I could see was my target. I couldn't even see you. I'm sorry, Lynn. He means metaphorically. I'm sure. So the man who grabbed me died that day. These last 10 years, I've never forgotten his face. And then, a few years after that, when my wife, Alma, died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was fate, my punishment for what I'd done. I painted pictures in my cell. Nothing but portraits of people's faces. All the faces of many people I'd met in my life and didn't want to forget. And tonight, I finished my last portrait, the final face I wanted to remember. The final face. The face of the man in the park that day. Wait just 1 minute. That can't be. I saw that painting. I saw the face you painted tonight. It was my face. Are you telling me I was the man in the park that time? That's right. The face of yours is the face I saw 10 years ago. The face of the man whose life I stole. Of the man who was pronounced dead at the scene. But hold on, Detective Zhao. That can't be true. I just met Cecil for the first time tonight, and he died right in front of me. By the way, the name that I know from the man in the park that day isn't Cecil. What? From the first minute I laid eyes on you tonight, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy? Oh. Mr. Minister. Inspector Cabanella, where are you? Just be quiet and listen. This is our demand. What? Demand? Our demand hasn't changed. The execution must be tonight. Once we've confirmed it's been carried out, we'll release the hostage. What are you talking about, Inspector Cabanella? You know it wasn't my daughter who was abducted. Does it really matter who the hostage is? A life is a life. even if it's the daughter of a death row prisoner. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. Oh. It's getting more complicated all the time. What is it, Mr. Minister? You look paler than ever. What in the world? What's going on, Inspector Cabanela? From the rock of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago, twisted the fate of many people, and started a chain of tragic events. And even now, the chain continues to grow even longer. Inspector Cabanela's call proves that to us. And the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface. Who is this me I've been chasing all night? Who am I? I'm even further from knowing than when I started. What? Welp. That's chapter 14. Saving. Continue playing? Not tonight. Leaving it off with a cliffhanger. Who am I? What's going on? How long have I been streaming? Well, actually, that's just 3 hours, 45 minutes. Wow, 3 hours, 45 minutes? Dang, that last one took me a while. But we're gonna stream this again soon. Maybe even tomorrow. It depends. I do also want to play the game, what's it called? The difficult game about climbing or something like that. I plan on playing that soon too. But I might finish this off tomorrow since we're so close to the end. But as for me, I am going to raid a friend who is streaming Pikmin 2. He's playing all Pikmin games to 100% nonstop, and he's like been at it for 16 hours now, so kind of crazy. Go say hi. Call him a goober, I don't know. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I'm going to post the link in the YouTube chat just in case people over there want to jump over. And yeah, take care, be good. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.